everybody. This is Carrie and Jared from Tone Wars. The show's about to begin, but before we get started, we just wanted to wish you a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
We really appreciate all the support that you guys have shown us over the last couple of years, and the channel is growing really quick, and we really look forward to hanging out with you guys twice a week now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It really is the highlight of our week. And like I always say, every day's a gift, and we really appreciate the fact that you spent part of yours with us.
And with that, we want to cheers to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Tone Wars. Now go get your drinks. The show's about to begin.
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Hey, we're here. I promise. Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday Night Edition. I'm Carrie, and this is Jared.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, he's a sleepy Smurf.
I am. 3 days in a row working on the set, and I'm 5 hours of sleep a night for 3 days.
But you guys, it's so worth it.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. I've done it all.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
I tore this whole set apart and started from scratch.
He took the curtains, so we actually have curtains hooked up, black curtains behind us covering up a
green wall.
Seafoam green wall.
So,
right, washed those and bought. How many feet of cable did you buy?
I bought 200 feet of cable to hook
darn.
this system up, and with the KHE, which is behind me. Normally you'd be able to see it on Wednesday nights a little better, but I put this in racks, and I got it hooked up to 2 different cabs and my 2 notes, Captor 8, and all 8 amplifiers here.
Yeah.
So, and everything's sound checked and ready to go for tonight. It's at least good enough to present, kind of what it does and
everything's
and all that.
ready except Jared.
Yeah, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I am literally like, I was going to do some mixes and I can't even play. I'm literally just going to do some stupid riffs just so you can hear how this system sounds and everything. And I got to tell you though, what an amazing piece of gear.
Yeah. Yep, I heard him playing around with it when I got here, and I was like, okay, I hear through this cab and through that cab.
Yep.
Now I just want to hear the 2 amps
Yep.
through that cab, and these 2 amps through that cab. And yeah, it's so awesome, and it really did help. You know how I always say, sounds like a guitar.
Yeah.
It really did help me see and hear the difference.
Yeah. Big time.
In the noises that it was.
The noises.
In the tones.
It helps with the noises for
Yeah.
sure. Let me turn the mic up a little bit here.
Should we say hi? Want to say hi to some people?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Let's do that.
Oh, yes. So first in there, 6:55, we have Dean Harkness. Dean and Emily. Hey, you guys.
It was great meeting you and your family. It was awesome.
Yeah, do you want to show the picture?
Yeah, let's do that. I was going to wait till the room filled up, but I could share it now. So, all right, let's just tell the story. So Dean said he was going to be in the area visiting some family.
Yeah.
And so he messaged me. He actually commented on one of the videos.
Yeah.
I think one of our live streams. So I posted my email. And so he emailed me and, gave me his phone number and stuff. And so we hooked up, and we had a really nice day together. We had nice lunch. Carrie came and hung out with us, and we just, we hung out. And
his wife and daughter were there.
Yeah.
Emily and Emma.
Yep, Emily and Emma. That was fun. And their dog.
And their dog.
Yeah. What was the dog's name?
I forgot the dog's name.
I forgot. I'm
the
sorry.
Sweetest dog, though.
Sweetest dog. Just a beautiful dog. Awesome dog. And so we hung out, had a good time. And Dean came down and he played some of the amps and stuff. It was before I got the switching system, so we hooked them up one at a time. And it was great getting to know Dean and just hanging out and meeting his family, like I said. And I'm really appreciative of them coming over and spending the afternoon with us. That was really fun. So, so we all took like a group photo while we were in the the studio. So. Yeah, just while we were hanging out, so I wanted to share this with you guys, and it was just a lot of fun meeting them, and like I said, hanging out. It was great.
Yeah, we had some lunch. We ordered lunch, And then came down here, listened to them play a little bit, went back up. Jared made dessert for everybody.
Some good old
deliciousness.
keto dessert. Yeah, we had Mediterranean food, right?
Yeah.
From what's the name of that place? La Marsa?
La Marsa.
Yeah. I'm literally, guys, if I seem weird tonight or can't
it's
talk.
because he is weird.
Yeah. I'm extra weird tonight. I literally, it's like no sleep for 3 days pretty much. I was up to 4 a.m. this morning finishing touches on this, and then I still had to get up. I got about 4.5, 5 hours of sleep, and then I got up and put the finishing touches on it. I had to run up to Motor City and pick up some more cable. I bought 100 feet of George L. cable and all the ends, thinking that'll be enough.
Yeah.
And I had to buy another
And it wasn't.
60-some feet to finish the job. And then I had to buy a bunch of speaker cabinet, the speaker cable and troubleshooting. And it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. But I will say this, like the KHE stuff, extremely easy to use, extremely easy to program.
After you get it hooked up.
Yes, the hooking up part has nothing to do with the product being difficult. It is what it is. I mean, the more amps you have, the more effects loops you have, the more work it is. But the product itself, as far as ease of use and quality, amazing.
Dog's name is Simon.
Oh, Simon, that's right.
Simon!
Yeah, sweetest dog.
My name is Simon.
And I like to do drawings.
Hopefully we don't get demonetized.
Yeah, we probably will. Mike
Anyway,
Myers.
well, if you are in the area, if you're local or gonna be here, whatever, give Jared send us a message through Tone Wars, and if it works out, maybe we can meet up. We would love to have gone to a brewery or local restaurant or something, but they're closed right now.
Yep.
So anyway, moving on. Great to meet you guys anyway. And
it was awesome.
We'll stay in touch.
Yep.
So Aaron Short. Hey there, Aaron Short's here.
What's up, man?
Burnett. I know, we spelled segment wrong. We tried.
It's the 4.5 hour sleep brain.
I read it out loud to him and the I still got stuck in there.
I'm not responsible for anything I say tonight. I'm done. Yeah. I am
Sean
done.
Casey. Hey there.
Hey, what's up, man?
Daryl McMillan. We were talking about our Black Friday finds. Of course, I bought shoes. Got some shoes for me, shoes for my kids.
I bought a bunch of speaker cable.
He bought 200 feet of speaker cable.
I bought a bunch of boring stuff.
Oh, did you put your Black Friday stuff up on the website?
No.
Oh, you said you were going to.
I know. I was buried in this.
Maybe you could have next Friday Black Friday, because you said you're gonna.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I literally, you see this little passageway here?
No.
I totally Catherine Zeta-Jones entrapment my way through this. I'm not kidding you, 100 times back and forth underneath here, going behind, hooking up all the wires, and then coming out front, testing, and oh my God,
you need an assistant.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I got rug burn on my knees from crawling so much. My back hurts. It was a lot, man.
Jeff Cornell is here.
Hey Jeff, what's happening, man?
Let's see, Jason Taylor.
What's up, Jason? How you doing?
Sean Hockey.
Sean Hockey, what's happening?
Brad Shimke.
What's up, man?
He says, Care Bear, tell Dr. Axel Chugs it's showtime.
Axel. I'm going to make him wait, because I'm Axel.
Yeah. Mule Blues says, did I miss the Black Friday deals? And you didn't miss, everybody missed them.
Yeah, they're coming. I'm really sorry. Okay, so here's the thing. I literally thought this was going to take me a day. I'm going to take one day on Thanksgiving and just do this. I'm going to tear this all apart. By the end of the day, it'll all be up and running.
Day project.
Yeah, it was 3 days of tear down and set up. And I basically, I even got remote controls for the lights in here, too. So I could turn all these lights on and off with a remote now. So I did a lot of extra touches, a lot of extra setup.
Do you know that remote for the lighting is going to be worth its weight and go, yeah. I mean, when we come down here, we have turn that one on, turn those two on, turn each individual colored light on behind.
Yep.
It used to be a lot easier, but with this setup here behind us, we don't have room to. We used to be able to fit around the shelves.
Now you're crawling under things and reaching around, and so we got 3 lights in front of us, and what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 behind us, and it's just It's a lot of work. So I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna simplify everything.
Scott Fulmer is here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Ooh, thanks for the compliment, Sean. He says, nice shoes. My leopard print boots.
He's talking about
love
these.
them.
He's talking about these.
About your Croc tennies?
Yeah, don't be stealing my thunder.
They're definitely more comfortable than
These are-
mine, probably.
Probably, yeah. These are very stylish.
Super stylish.
Yes.
Especially that white there, the
I
white
know.
rubber edge.
That's right, man.
Stands out like ooga, ooga.
Yeah, it says, ladies man. That's got ladies man written all over it. Mm-hmm. Got it lined up.
That's funny. Dust Devil.
Hey, what's going on,
Aaron
man?
Lucas, I almost missed you. Hey, man. And Paul Smith.
Hey, Paul. Paul was over here the other day when I was kind of in the thick of hooking all this stuff up. So he saw the set when it was all tore down and kind of half put up. And we hung out. We played a couple amps, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, it's just, oh, God, I'm just glad it's pretty much done. I got to still put the Harley Benton through my Catherine Zeta-Jones spot here.
Yes.
Yeah, my entrapment spot. So I got to put that there, and then I got the
Hopefully
two notes
you have
hooked
it on
up.
wheels so you can wheel it out because
No,
it's your only way to get back there.
nope, it's just going to have to do it the hard way.
Do you have wheels to put on?
No. No, plus you lose resonance when you lift it off the floor.
Oh, maybe you could build like a tray for it
Yeah, we'll see.
because that would be easier to...
I mean, I could get casters and screw them onto the bottom of it.
No, but if you want it to be on the floor, maybe you could just build like a flat tray or put a freaking piece of cardboard under there or something
Oh, and slide
so
it.
it slides.
Oh, those furniture sliders.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I could do that. I'll be the only person that
You're
ever
welcome.
did that. I'll be the only person that ever put furniture sliders on the bottom of a
Well,
cab.
with as much as you have to get back there.
Yeah, well, hopefully I don't have to go back there anymore. I mean, it's set up, so
Yeah.
I might have to get back there once in a while just to, wires,
Your
cables.
cat's gonna climb up there and pull all
Oh
of
my
your
God, you
cords
better
out.
not. Oh man, I'm not kidding you, man. This was probably one of the biggest jobs I've ever done for this show. Is that 3 freaking days? Yeah. But again, what an amazing piece of gear
Yeah.
the KHE amp switcher is. And I got the effects loop. I got the effects loop for you guys because like when I go live with these and I'm playing them in a mix, and I want an effects loop for all my effects too, so we can test that and it sounds good. It's a more produced sounding kind of thing. So that's why I spent the extra money and got the effects loop. And it's so worth it. It works really well. Freaking love it, man.
Well, we have Steve Avenchek in here.
Hey, what's up, man?
He says your new nickname is the Godfather of Gain or the Gain Father.
The Gain Father.
Dave T says those sliders do work.
Oh, so I'm the second guy. I'm the second guy who did it. Yeah, well, thanks for the backup on that. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think, just for sliders.
Good ideas. Hey.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Ed Hinchy, happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Hey,
yes, right back at you.
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
We all ate too much and are living in regret now.
I worked too much. That's what I
did.
did. Yeah, it was fun,
Brett
though.
Shaver, what's
Hey.
up? He says finally able to get a live show.
Awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, well, that's everybody. We are caught up saying
Yeah.
hi. So tell them what this is for those of the
Okay.
viewers that don't know what it is.
All right, real quick overview. Let me scoot over just a hair so they can see it. This is it right here. So the bottom row is all the amps and cabs, and the switches associated with them, and my 2 notes. I can run it through the 2 notes, and the top one are the effects loops, and I MIDI programmed it so that when you switch to whatever cab or ever amp that you want, the appropriate effects loop. So one cab or amp 1 is effects loop 1, obviously. And what was really nice about the equipment too and the setup is I only had to switch it to channel 2, and it automatically knows, like, duh, if you're on amp 1, you want effects loop 1, 2, 2, 3, 3.
Nice.
So you didn't have to tell it each time. It already knew that, which I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to program everything. All I had to do was just change it to channel 2, done. And it automatically knew. That is brilliant. I love easy setup stuff. It's brilliant. So I love that. I can run 8 amps and 4 cabs off of this, and 8 effects loops. And
That means you can't buy any more amps.
I don't know. I can always interchange a few. That's what I'll be doing. I already got more than 8 anyway. So, yeah. So, and yeah, it's incredible. And the amp we're going to start with tonight is the JP Mark II C Plus, because JP Mark II C Plus. That's why. And
that's why.
Yeah. Because. And I should probably start it with the Mesa cab, because Mesa. And so I have the Zilla cab, I have the Mesa cab, and the tune-outs hooked up, and soon I will have the Harley Benton down here and have it mic'd up as well. So it's just an incredible system, and I'll tell you, like, if you have a big amp collection and you want to really, find out like how to dial in your amps better, because one amp will always have something another one doesn't, and vice versa, and then you find a way to kind of even them all up, and make them all sound the best that they can, and then you're done.
Yep.
It's like, and then switching from them, and the thing is like, you don't realize how different a cab is. Remember when we did that today? You get a cab and you're like, oh, it sounds pretty much like my other one, because you unplug it and 5 minutes later you hook your other one up and you're like, yeah, it sounds the same. But when you can switch it, that's when you're like, oh my God, it's like night and day difference between them. It is. So, yeah, it's pretty eye-opening, and I wish stores had a system like this, because if they did, it would be easier for people to make a decision. But I understand why they don't.
Yeah, talk to Marty.
I understand why they don't, because people are, I'm going to unplug this and fry all this stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing. So, but it is just an incredible freaking system.
I think it's going to add so much to the show, and it really is going to add so much. It really is.
The show just got super upgraded. So
you can literally from one, you can hear one cab, and in the next second hear the next one. So when it's still in your ears.
Yep. You can hear the EQ differences. You can hear everything. Same thing with the amp. Same thing with all the stuff. So I'm going to have new segments and new shows, like new complete series. Like, I'll go over that real quick. So, and my gears are still turning about all the options, because this system just opened up a whole new kind of thing for us to be able to do to help people out. One of the series we're going to do, and we're going to start out with Jay Croft. So Jay Croft, so I actually,
Chord Music. Hey, where are you, Jay Croft?
He's at a family function. Nice. Yeah, he told me he might not be here tonight, but he'll do the rewatch. So, hey future Jay. So, I was talking to him about it, and I was like, I got this idea, blah blah blah. I was like, you know what, I should have you on. We can kick it off and just kind of warm it up. So, what it is going to be called Tone Quest, and it's a thing where you can come here. If I don't care where in the world you are, if you want to fly here, drive here, wherever, but most likely it's going to be local people, because it's easier for them.
Here.
Yeah, because they are here. But anybody's welcome. So you come here, and if you have an amp that you like, you can bring it, and we'll use it and put it on the shelf and put it in the mix with all the other ones. And if you're looking to buy a new amp, but you want that grounding kind of amp, that one that is like home base for you to compare things to, well, we'll let you switch through all the amps, and then maybe you can find something here that you like, and then order it.
Yeah.
From Motor City Guitar or whoever builds it, or because some places just like the boutique amps, you just order them from them. But anyways, it helps you make a decision, because the thing is like, when you go into a store, and no offense to stores, I totally understand why it's hard to get everything set up perfectly, because people are constantly unplugging things and moving them around.
And can be disrespectful too.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just hard sometimes to have that environment where you can really compare things, and again, switch them like this, and really hear the differences between the different amplifiers. So we're going to have a night once a week, or once a month, on a Sunday night, I think. We're going to start out like that, right? And,
are you talking about Tone Quest?
Yes, Tone Quest, where you come over and you do that. And we're gonna and you guys get to be part of that. You get to watch and guess which one's he gonna pick, you know? And I think you should pick this one. Just like people yell out the price on Price is Right, $19.95, you know. So we're gonna have that and have an episode about that and discuss the amp. And if the person comes and they have backing tracks that they want to play with, all they need is a pair of earbuds or headphones, and they could do that. They could play through it to test it in a mix. and they're going to play it in the room for the most part. They're going to be playing in the room and checking out how it sounds in the room, and then you're going to hear the mic'd up version, and then they can also hear that too with their earphones or earbuds or headphones or whatever, and play it with a mix that way. So I just think it would be a great opportunity, because it's like, this is a great setting to test out amps. It really is. It's a good room. It sounds great down here. I got all the like, not all the amps that people seek after, but I mean, I got a lot of them though.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm almost there, so it's like you got some heavy hitters there, so it's going to be really cool. And so the other thing that I'm doing is on Wednesday nights we have the gauntlet, right?
Yes.
Yes, so
Wednesday nights?
Yeah,
okay.
Wednesday nights. That's when I do amp reviews. So I'm going to have an amp here, like I usually do, and review it, play it in some mixes, turn the knobs, kick the tires and all that. But then after that, after I'm done with that, I'm going to turn the show over to you guys, okay? So at that point, you guys get to go, it'll be a super chat for any amount, because, I mean, trying to earn a living here and pay for all this stuff. But for a super chat, I will compare that amp to any amp on the rack that you want.
Yes.
So all you have to do is just,
send super chat with the request.
Yeah.
Like, compare it with this. Compare it with the
how does that?
Compare it with the Triatone.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'll have the Badlander here soon.
That Laney thing over there.
No, that's the Ironheart. The Badlander's
okay.
the new Mesa that everybody's talking about. So when that comes here, everybody's going to want to see how it compares to the JP or the Roadster or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I said, where else are you going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's no other channel that's offering this to people, and I think that it's a really nice exclusive thing that we're offering to people, and I think it's exciting because there's no other place you can get this done. Everything's mic'd properly. I got good cabs. I got good mics. There's no pre and post processing done to anything. It's all raw and real, and you can literally say, how does this compare to this amp that you have on the rack? I flick a switch. There it is. And I can go back and forth so you can hear the difference.
Right there.
How does it sound through the Zilla cab? Here you go. Flick a switch. How does it sound through the two notes? Flick a switch. Harley Benton, all that stuff. I could do it all for you, and demo this stuff and give you real demos. Like it's raw, it's live, it's real. It doesn't get any better than that. So
and maybe I'll come over on Wednesday nights to help out with it.
I'm going to need you here. So, yeah, just come. I think it's going to be awesome.
We have a few comments here. Sean Hockey says, now you have all this great equipment. What can Santa possibly bring you? Let us all know. A guitar, an amp, a vacation. Yeah.
He'll probably bring me a lump of coal because that's the only thing I don't have right now. I could use a long sleep. I need to sleep 8 hours tonight. I'm sleeping 8 hours. I just can't wait to get up tomorrow and just feel
human.
Like for the last 3 days,
yourself.
I've been a zombie. Yeah. Like I've been living off of coffee and adrenaline the last 3 days, and I've been working my butt off too. So yeah, I could use a nap.
I'm pretty sure his guitars. You've got all the guitars that you want.
Yeah, that's the thing.
At some point, I would love for you to have one of those Kiesel custom.
Yeah.
I really do. There's some beautiful. That one that they just put a picture out maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
It looked like an eclipse, or like the
on
embers.
The wood?
Yeah. It was black, but it had just that like ember glow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, they make some great guitars. So yeah, maybe I should add like a custom, like everything I ever wanted kind of guitar. These kind of are like that.
Even if it's for show, but yeah, I know these are
I'd
still.
play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are everything I've ever wanted, but yeah.
All right, Santa, you heard.
Yeah, you heard.
Ed Hinchy says, look sick, guys. Heads up, 50% off Neural DSP plugins was extended until tomorrow.
Oh,
Jared,
cool.
Since you're going down the Quad Cortex captures down the road, have you checked out any of their plugins?
I haven't. That's one thing that I want to get into is checking those out. In fact, Todd, Chicago Todd, was kind enough to offer to let me check out his Quad Cortex when he gets it. and I will capture all these amps with it, and we'll see how it compares to the Kemper. So I'll be doing a lot of content with that, and I really appreciate that very much.
Aw. Thank you for the super chat, Scott. He says,
thanks,
for Jared's cable fund, thankful for all you do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Seriously, I really appreciate that. Like, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of work, and I love doing it for you guys.
Bruce Clark, how are you, man?
Hey, what's happening?
Ed Hinchy says, I'm a 4-cable method guy myself, but tested last few days, and they are tight. The Omega is right up your alley.
Ah, cool, man.
And here's Jay. Happy Sunday from the
Hey,
cross. Just
there he
heading
is.
home from second Thanksgiving.
What's
hey,
up,
Jay
man?
and family.
Yeah, he's in his turkey coma now. He's just sitting in a chair, drinking a drink.
I hit his wipe. His wipe?
His wipe?
I swear, this was,
That's not alcoholic.
It's not, is it?
No.
It's sparkling grape juice. I hit his wife up for some Mary Kay the other day.
Oh,
for
cool.
Black Friday sales.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Let's see. Christopher says, carry on a Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Right?
No, that's what I'm saying too, man, because I would definitely love to have her here for those days too. I mean, that's going to be fun.
You just can't get enough of me.
Can't get enough of you. Yeah.
Paul says, and the Splawn is coming too.
I know. The Splawn.
The Splawn.
Splawn.
Brett Shaver, dude, I've bought some of my best gear based on the demos and reviews you've done. Started with the Friedman ASC powered cabs to Synergy. Just incredible gear. Thanks for all your hard work.
Oh, thank you, man. It's my pleasure. You know, we love doing that stuff
That
here.
was a Christmas present for you.
Yeah. No, thank you. We appreciate it very much. You know, I'm glad to help. That's what we're all about. I mean, I really am passionate about this kind of stuff. I really want to help people find the best products that will work for them. I've made enough bad decisions in my life where I look back and I just wish somebody was there that
to go, no.
Yeah, exactly. To go, no, that's stupid. Don't buy that, buy this, or just give me some advice. You know, I found my way by
Super good at advice.
I found my way through a lot of mistakes, and that's what got me here. And I just want to help people like not make the same mistakes I did. You know, so it's a huge passion of mine. Like I really, one of the best things that you can ever hear from somebody is like, hey,
nice
I saw
shoes.
your. Well, besides that, you know, it's like I saw your video, or I love how you demoed that one
Great
thing.
hair. No?
Yeah. Yeah, people say that to me all the time. But you know, just like they saw a video or whatever, and they're glad that they made the purchase because it's everything that I said it would be, or whatever. And it's a great thing to hear when you hear that from people. So.
Did you lose some weight?
Yeah, that's a. I've been doing keto for a month now, and man, I want to start hearing stuff like that soon.
Jim Sieben says we're going to get up tomorrow and shovel snow after you're 8 hours asleep. It's coming. We're getting like 3 to 6 inches tomorrow.
I know, man. What's up, Jim? Yeah, let me put my address in there. You can help me out tomorrow.
I don't mind it. I'm not the one that's shoveling the snow.
God.
But I mean, if we live in Michigan and it's winter, so.
Yeah. I'm just so tired. My body is just beat. I had to lift all these amps off, put them on the floor. I had to mock up where I was going to put them before I wired them and think about, like, there's so much thought that goes into, like, how am I going to do this in a way where it's like once they're all wired, that's it. You know, you can't change anything. You know?
We got 2 more super chats. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Mike Jacobs says, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You as well, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Keith A says, hello. And then Xavier McPhail Fauci. I probably screwed that all up. I'm sorry, Xavier. He says, I've recommended you to more than a few friends who have seriously benefited from what you do. Happy holidays, my friend.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really do. We appreciate that so much. I mean, we're just trying to do the real thing here, you know, and just review stuff. All the amps that I have here, I own, so I don't owe these companies anything to, you know, to like, oh, hey, we'll give you this if you say nice stuff about it. No, I bought this stuff, so I can be honest about it. And honestly, I wouldn't buy it if I didn't think it was worth buying. You know, I mean, everything I have here I think is awesome. So, and it keeps growing.
Oh, he said I nailed it. Yes, I'm getting better at it. Unless I call your wife a wipe, then it's...
Yeah, she called someone. Hung out with your wipe today.
Yeah.
My what?
Gunnerman wants to know what happened to the Laney.
Oh, it's a friend of mine that's let me use it for a review. And the funny thing is I was going to do the review of it, and I tore the set apart thinking, oh, I'll have it up in a day, and then I realized I was way off. So it's still sitting over there on the couch, and once I get, this isn't final yet. It's about 90%. There's a couple more touches I got to do, but then it'll be done. I can't play any mixes tonight because, honestly, I'm so tired, I can barely play.
It's not even hooked up.
Yeah, I don't even have my mixes hooked up. I'm exhausted. I'm a zombie right now. So
yeah, he's been a bear all day.
I have not. I'm entering bear territory, though, because I'm getting really tired.
Dean Harkness had made a comment earlier. He says that thing we were telling you about went awesome, and we'll keep our mouth shut. We know
sweet,
it's
man.
something you can't talk about right now.
Yeah, that's awesome,
but
man.
We're all a community here, and boy, when you can announce what that special thing was,
that'll be great.
Feel free. We would love to have you guys announce that. What an awesome thing, and
that's amazing.
Send a picture if you can.
Yeah, congrats.
Absolutely, congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Can't wait. It's so wonderful.
It is. It really is. Yep. Not all heroes wear capes, right?
Right.
Well, let me just do a run through on some of these amps.
Sure.
Unless you got other comments.
One comment.
Sure.
Rod ESP. Hello, Jared. Did you wire tie the cables to the rack to not have tension on the input jacks?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh yeah, I zip tied them to everything. Everything zip tied and locked down, and now the thing is it could look prettier, but the only thing is I'd have to buy twice as much wire to make that happen, and I was like, George L's is not cheap, so I was like, I can't. So I just did drops, and then I zip tied them. And what you do is you zip tie it and you pull it up an inch.
Yeah.
So there's no tug on the cable, so they'll last a lot longer. And on one of them, it was the dual rack Roadster.
Yeah.
I had it plugged into the cab, the input on the back of the KHE system, and I wasn't getting any sound. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Like, do I have a bad jack? And I re-snipped all my George L cables to make sure that those were good and remade them. And I'm like, okay, well, they're still... And I got a cable tester, and they all work. Like, what's going on here? Turns out, I pulled the jack out because I was going to go straight from the amp to the cab and bypass the KHE, just thinking, well, I wonder... But it wasn't a bad jack. It was a bad cable. The end of it somehow was missing. I didn't even know.
Not missing, it left in the amp.
It was just never there. And I remember when I plugged it in, it didn't click.
Yeah.
But when you're doing this much work, you miss stuff. And so I got a new cable put in, it worked. I'm like, oh, thank God. But that was like 20 to 30 minutes of my life of pure...
That he hated.
Yeah. Major stressful sweat fest that I wish I could get back. But... it is what it is.
Keith A sent a super chat. He says, I got a Stomp for sale at $375, brand new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat.
He says he bought it from Guitar Center. They sent him two. Oh, he has ones for sale.
Oh, cool. Well, hey, man. At least he paid to advertise it.
Dean Harkness says we keep dropping in and out because of dead spots while driving.
Oh
no, you'll have to go back because we said something really nice about the super secret thing.
Awesome situation.
Yeah, the awesome situation. So you'll have to go back a few minutes.
Yeah. So here's what I'll do. I'm on the Mesa cab with JP Mark II C+. I'm just going to play some riffs tonight on a couple of the amps because I'm dead tired and my playing is not going to be good. I haven't really played seriously in like 4 days. So
take a drink. Say a prayer.
Yeah, exactly. I'll mute the mic, and then I'll fire everything up here. Here we go. I got to get used to the new configuration over here too. Yeah, so that's the JP, and I'll just cycle through them all. I'll just go 1 through 8.
Yeah.
You know. So that was number 3. So I'm going to go back to the cherry tone. Whoa, hang on. There. I just went around the world there.
I had put in the chat, what do you want to hear again? Are there any requests?
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I obviously cannot play tonight. Oh my God, I was forgetting half the stuff that I wrote. I mean, my brain's done. Yeah.
So Sean Hockey says EVH kicks major butt.
Oh yeah.
Gunnerman54 says, wow, that angle.
Yeah, that's freaking savage, man. That was Channel 4, and I went back to it again because it's just so good. It's just stupid. I love that amp so much.
Let's see. Brett Shaver agreed on the EVH. I'm gassing for that one big time. Yeah.
That amp rules, man.
Yeah.
It's just, it's. What did I say a couple months ago about it? If it was a vehicle, it'd be like a go-kart or a dune buggy. It's just a blast. You just get in it and just tear stuff up. It's just so much fun, you know? Great amp.
Brett Shaver, oh yeah, Angle gets the stank face, squinty-eyed stamp of approval. That's funny.
Yeah, that Angle Savage 4, Savage Channel 4 is just, it's so freaking good. You know, when I was on this guy, the Roadster, I had the volume down. I still haven't dialed everything in perfectly yet. I'll have it, you know, down to a point. Probably next time I go live, I'll have it all, you know, perfected and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's been such, you know, like today was the day I actually volume matched everything, and I was just doing it with the meter, and it's not perfect yet, but it'll get there over time, you know. But yeah, that thing. That Roadster is just a huge sounding amp. It's just what a freaking pounder that thing is.
Are there any that you guys want to hear again? Are there two that you want him to put up against each other?
Yeah, we can mess around with that.
Take a couple requests for it.
Yeah, we can take a couple requests tonight. He
is tanking.
Oh,
You guys better start making some requests or he's gonna fall asleep on me.
Yeah.
And then you gotta listen to me blather on about shoes and my kids and
yeah, I called her earlier today and told her, I was like, I just got everything hooked up and it all works, blah blah blah, and I got these great ideas. And I was all hopped up and everything. I said my energy level's gonna be going down pretty fast from here though. I'm done. And by the time she got here, I was like, hey.
Bruce Clark says the Victory and the KSR. You can put those up against each other.
Oh, yeah,
so
for sure, man. Yeah, I could do that. So the KSR is... Let me make sure I got my numbers right. I know the Victory is number 5, and the KSR is 7, I believe. Let me double check here so I don't misrepresent.
Got his list.
Yeah, I got to label everything yet, so... Alright, so Kraken is 5, KSR 7. Alright, so let me mute the room, Mike. I'll start with the Kraken, okay? And switch to the KSR.
Starting with the Kraken.
Yep, and go to the KSR. 1 second.
Those are similar.
Yeah.
They're very similar sounding.
Yep, there's a little bit of difference between them. Tried to find a quieter. There we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference between them.
So what did you think of that, Bruce? That was the Victory Kraken and the KSR.
Yeah, the Kraken's a bit darker.
Yeah.
You know, it's also 100 watts compared to the KSR is a 50 watt version, but I mean, they both sound great, especially in the room. It's like they're awesome, you know. And I haven't even finished dialing these in yet. I just volume matched everything today.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got some other requests here. Sean Casey, I hope it doesn't get too hot in there with all those amps on standby.
It gets a little toasty.
Jay says the EVH versus the Molecular.
Oh, man. That's a
and then
good
we've
one.
got a EVH versus the KSR.
Ah, EVH versus the KSR. I actually did an episode about that, but I'll do... All right, so
Before
I'll do...
you mute us, how much is the KHE switcher? That's from CS, he asked.
I believe the switcher itself, the 8x12, so it's the one that does 8 amps and 4 cabs. I think it's around 1,200.
Okay.
If I remember, my math could be a little fuzzy on that. I'm sorry. It's around that, but for what they offer and for how easy it is to use and set up and the quality and craftsmanship on it, it's worth it, man. I'm not kidding. It's a lot of fun to switch with your amps. And now you don't have to keep, like, if guys that collect amps, there's a lot of guys that do. Oh, I got to grab this amp and pull it off the shelf and hook everything up. And then there's always a chance of you hooking it up wrong and, like, selecting the wrong ohm rating and stuff. With KHE, once it's hooked up, it's set and forget.
Right.
You can't screw it up, you know.
A lot of people are asking about the Laney. Compton.
Oh,
I was looking forward to see the Laney IRT amp.
Yeah, I'll do a review of it. I believe what's today? Sunday?
Sunday. Sunday.
My brain. Tomorrow I'll try to shoot it tomorrow so you guys can hear it, and I'll shoot it. Tell me what amp you guys want me to put it up against in the shootout. For tomorrow's produced video.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So Jay requested the Chariotone against the EVH
against the Molecular.
Okay, so I'm going to be on the red channel on the EVH against the Molecular. So let me mute the mic so I don't forget to do that, and then I'll select the EVH first and then the Molecular, okay?
Yep.
And again, the volumes aren't perfectly matched yet, so keep that in mind.
So the EVH and the Chariotone Molecular.
Yes, 1 second. All right, so that was that Chariotone.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that thing is one of those.
Surprising.
Yeah, it's one of those amps that holds up to anything. You play it up to anything, and no matter how much you like another amplifier, the Chariotone is just so it just really keeps up with everything, but it does have its own thing. So, excuse me. So when you play it, you're not like, oh, it's it's lacking, or it really holds its own against anybody. Like that EVH is so aggressive and so amazing. But the Chariotone kept right up with it. It's a different kind of aggression, but it still sounds really good. Both of them, I think either one would be a great choice for anybody. You know.
Keith A sent another super chat, and
Oh,
he said
thank
he
you.
loves the show, guys. And
Oh,
he
thank
also
you.
said farther down that you're the real deal.
Well, I appreciate that. That's what we try to do here. Seriously, like it's real. Like there's no pre or post processing. or proper enunciation of words, apparently, 'cause I can't talk today. But yeah, we try to keep it real here, big
Jay
time.
said EVH by a hair.
Yeah, it's a little more aggressive, but that Cherry-O-Tone, though, ooh, they're both good. You know, it's like everybody asks me all the time, what's your favorite amp? Whichever one I'm playing.
Yeah.
Because once you acclimate to an amazing amp, it doesn't matter
all
which.
good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's like a hot tub. Once you get in, the water's great. You're just like, oh.
That sounds good right about now.
It does. I could use a hot tub right now.
Yeah. So they want to hear the difference in the cabs. So Paul Smith wanted to hear the Zilla. And then I'm scrolling back trying to see who.
Somebody else wanted a EVH versus KSR.
Mesa. Brett, how about EVH and Mesa 25?
Mark 525? Oh, okay. All right, let me adjust something on the Mark 525.
But while you're doing that, maybe whatever you land on, you could show Jeff Cornell the difference between the two cabs. And there's a big difference. That's the thing that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a difference. I mean, Jared dials in the amps similarly because you have a sound that you like.
I have a sound that I like, yeah.
But going from the Zilla to the Mesa,
huge difference.
there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And tonight I was preferring the Mesa, and I know yesterday you said you were preferring the Zilla, but tonight the Mesa was killing it.
The Mesa's definitely killing it. Now the thing that you got to keep in mind too, like it's mics too. Like for you guys, what you're not only hearing the cabs or the speakers that are in, you're hearing the mics too. So the Mesa's kind of got it with the mics tonight. It's got the Royer, it's got the Royer and the 57 on it, where I think it's the Royer R10 and the SM57. The Zilla has the Sennheiser 421 and the Audix i5, which they're all great mics, but they all sound different, so that's the thing you got to keep in mind too. So let me switch to the Zilla, which is number 3. And then they wanted to hear what? The EVH versus the
Mesa 25.
Mark 525?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second here.
Swan Nation, I see your question in there. That's going to take a little bit of a moment, so we'll circle around back to that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me mute the mic real quick, and I'll play the EVH versus the Mark 525. We'll start with the Mark 525. So there's those two through the Zilla,
Sweet. Now, did you go back and forth?
Oh, okay. So let me. I'll take a good mainstream amp. I'll do the EVH, and I'll switch between the Zilla and the. No, you know what? I'll take the Engel Savage. I freaking love that amp. I'll do the Savage Channel 4, and I'll switch between the Zilla and the Mesa. Okay.
So what one are you going to start with?
Zilla.
Starting with the Zilla.
Yep.
Then going to the Mesa.
Yeah, exactly. So 1 second here. So there you go.
Yeah, what did you guys think?
Isn't that crazy?
Zilla or the Mesa?
So the Zilla has two different speakers in it. It's got a redback and a
Vintage.
Vintage 30. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm telling you, my brain is gone.
It's pretty good when I know that.
I know it's pretty good when you know. I don't. That's how bad it is. It's either how bad I am or how good she is. One of the two. And then the Mesa has obviously the Vintage 30s in it.
Two of them.
And yeah, exactly. And again, two different kinds of mics. So, but in the room, there's a huge difference between the two.
Yeah.
It's funny, like when I got the cab, I remember you were asking me, well, which one, I was like, they sound kind of the same. But man, when you got a switcher and you can hear the instant difference, you're like, these do not sound anywhere near how each other sounds at all.
Oh,
but they both sound amazing though.
So CS like the Zilla. Let's see, Marty 5.
Hey, what's up, Marty?
Yeah. Gunnerman 54. Wow, the Zilla sounds awesome.
Dude, that Zilla is stupid.
The Mesa is much brighter than the Zilla from David Schiedler.
Yep, the Mesa's a little brighter. And so here's the other thing, too. Zilla's not even close to being broken in yet.
Zilla has a little bit more mids. The Zilla sounds fuller from Rod ESP.
Yep, it does.
I know I missed a bunch of stuff up here.
On the Mesa, there's a lot of low end and a lot of top end, and there are mids there, but they're not as pronounced as they are in the Zilla. So it really depends on what you like,
Daryl wants to know, how do the Triatone and the EVH compare cost-wise?
Oh, very close, actually. So the Triatone Molecular is a one-channel amp, but it has a lot of features, and I'm doing a dial-in video on it very soon. There's a lot of options on it to change the tone. There's 3 different eras. So it's got a classic rock, and then it's got like a, so it's got like a vintage classic rock, and it's got like a 80s kind of like almost classic rock, and it's got a modern.
Don't you say 80s is classic rock?
Well, it is now.
I'll smack you.
Girl.
You shush.
It's you shush.
You shush.
So yeah, and it's got the more modern version, but it also has an edge switch on it that gives you that tightness control and whatever too. So it's a great freaking amplifier. So there's a lot of good options on it, but it is one channel, but it is handmade. So it's hand wired, handmade, boutique, and they're right around $13.50, right around there. And it's you can pick your own Tolex, your own colors, your knobs, all that. It's an amazing amplifier. The EVH Stealth is a 50 watt as opposed to the Cherry Tone's 100. So, but you're going to get 3 channels on the EVH. You're going to get a clean, a crunch rhythm, and then a lead channel. So, and it's got MIDI and there's more features. So it really comes down what one do you prefer sound wise too,
Right. Christian Noir says, "Someone timestamp this video, please."
I could do it afterwards. Yeah, for sure.
James Miller says, "Hi everyone, I'm glad to be back. I've been in the hospital for the last week. I'm so sorry,
what?
James.
Dude.
Oh, we hope everything is okay now."
Oh, wow. Good to hear from you, and so glad that you're better, dude. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Marty 5. I mentioned him earlier. He said, "All your babies are fired up."
That's right, man. All the babies are here. Yep, except for the MT-15 is not fired up tonight. I don't have enough switches. I got an 8, so I got 9 amps, and I got another one on the way from Splon. So that spot up there is the rotating spot. So that where the Mark 525 is. So that one there, maybe next time I'll have the MT-15 there. So that's kind of how that works.
Marty 5 says, "Congratulations on the switcher. You are the butter zone now." Butter zone.
Thank you.
Butter, smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter. Thanks, man. Well, he was one of the guys that suggested it too months ago. He was like, "You got to get one."
Brad Shimke says, "We're so close to 2 snaps and a twist." Yes, we are.
Oh my
right?
God.
2 snaps and a twist.
2 snaps and a twist.
Your aura. That's funny.
I used to love that in Living Color, Men on Films. It used to kill me every time they did that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up.
There was somebody you wanted to circle back around to.
Yeah.
What was that?
So it was from Swan Nation. He says, "For both of us, do you have any regrets or missed opportunities in your music careers? Unexpected career highlights?" or unexpected career highlights.
Ooh, I'll let you start with that.
Oh, gosh darn it. Thanks so much. Do I have any regrets or missed opportunities in my music career? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nothing major. I was never offered anything, awesome, and I would have loved to have been offered something awesome, but...
Well, there's a lot of BSers out there that offer you things, but none of it's real. So
Yeah.
we'll say that. There's a lot of that,
Yeah.
But those opportunities were never really there in the in the first place, because the people that offered them were full of it. But,
Yeah.
because you do get that. So you really have to have your BS meter working, really well when you're working with people sometimes. But, yeah. So go ahead.
No, I would just say that highlights were, I know that a lot of it you remember things to be better than what they were. But when we started out in Rain, I mean, we were playing 2 times a month, being out and being on stage, and
sometimes 3 times a month.
Yeah, and I loved that. I felt very connected and very inspired, and like I was being used and firing on all cylinders and performing, and
you're part of something.
I was part of something.
It's growing.
We were writing, there's 6 people down here, and Key would play a little riff, and then our keyboardist would take it and expand on it, and then I would start humming a melody and or a harmony or whatever, and
you and the keyboard player work on harmonies.
Yes.
And it was a lot of great collaboration.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, being part of that was really good. I mean, we really had some good chemistry as far as the music part goes, and we were good live. I mean, once we got our in-ears settled in, I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like, once you get your in-ears dialed in, and you take that same exact mix with you everywhere you go, you can rely on it. I mean, you're running, you're flying, not walking or crawling. I mean, you are an unstoppable force. You got your confidence is like through the roof, and you're going to take chances on notes as a singer. You're going to go for it. We were tight as hell. We practiced twice a week, 5 hours a night each time. We ran through the set like 5 or 6 times. I mean, it was like we were a machine, and it was great. So those were the highlights. And then, we did have our shows too, where like we knew, you guys know as performers, like, and I say this with humility, but we've all been there, is like, you have those nights where you just knocked the walls down in that place, and you were just like, wow, that was a great show. And we've had shows like that. We've had our shows too where we, we're like, well, we need to work on that, So, we had ups and downs.
Everybody does.
But I loved the nights where we owned the crowd, and the crowd loved us, and it was great. We've opened up for some really cool people. We've opened up for Queensryche a few times. King's X, Striper, and then when Jeff Tate came around with his own thing, we opened up for him once or twice. We hung out with his band members. That was really cool. Scott, I'm friends with one of them on Facebook. And
Scott Stapp came to the machine shop. We opened up for him.
Yep, Scott Stapp had me on the back on his way on the stage. He was on the stage. He was like, "Hey, good show, man," with the Scott Stapp boys. Nice show, man. That was really good, man. Now get out of my way.
Like Scott Stapp.
No,
Before
it was cool.
that, though, I mean, that was definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this earlier today. I got started late. I didn't start doing this until I was in my 30s, and I knew this is what I wanted to do when I was younger, when my parents put the kibosh on it. I grew up in a super strict family, and so I just kind of conformed, and then I met Jared, and that's when my music world opened up. So we formed, different bands and different projects, and then Tone Wars. And so I guess being here on Tone Wars is a highlight as well. But I definitely don't want to say it's over. If you guys have anything you want to offer, go ahead and reach out.
No, we'd be happy to collaborate with people and whatnot. I mean, honestly, like, missed opportunities, the thing is like, one of the things that I've learned over the years is I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm where I'm at in life because of missed opportunities. Sometimes I'm going to get biblical on you here, but it's the fiery chariot that you didn't get, but you got the whirlwind that caught you up, and you actually went to a better place because of that. So it's kind of like that. So a lot of times the things that look like like this is the opportunity of a lifetime, but it's actually not. It's actually a distraction from the real opportunity of a lifetime. And I honestly feel like Tone Wars is kind of it for me. Like the musical journey that I've had, and the missed opportunities, the ups and the downs, and the starting of bands and the breaking up of bands, the bringing in members and firing members, all that stuff, the BSers, all of it has made me who I am today. Because now I'm at least experienced enough with a lot of that stuff where I know my way around this kind of maze to the point where it's like, oh, that's a landmine. That's not a birthday cake. That's a landmine disguised as a birthday cake,
Yeah.
So it's like, I know better now. And with Tone Wars and all the stuff that, I've been on stages, we've been in studios, and we've done a lot. And I've taken all that stuff and applied it to Tone Wars and what this is now. And I would rather do this.
The ideas that we have for Tone Wars could take things. We could be able to perform again across the country. Yep. We would love to take Tone Wars on the road.
Yep.
When the world opens back up again.
Yep. We want to do all that stuff.
We'll be able to still write music together and original tunes and play. We're going to take our old tunes from our previous projects and revamp them so that we can use them here. And, maybe the best is still yet to come. Highlights and... I don't know that it's hard to say that there's regrets. I regret not finding the fire when I was going to college or in my young 20s. I regret conforming and not going after my heart's desire sooner. But I'm here now, and that's the only regret that I have about it. I'm going full force and balls to the wall until I can't anymore.
You can't. Well, the thing is you're here because you started doing it, and that's the best advice I can give anybody, is be cautious and be smart, but go for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't believe everything everybody says, but definitely take some chances, because people that take chances, if you try to steal second base, you might get thrown out, but you also might steal second base. You know what I mean? You might actually get it done. And as long as you're cautious and you watch the pitcher and you know what I mean? It's like, I know it's a baseball reference for music, but it really is like you have to steal second base.
Yeah.
You really do. In order to get anywhere, you have to steal second, because you can't get third until you steal second, and you got to take a chance. And every once in a while, it's not going to pan out, but one of these times, it's going to work. And you're going to be like, I stole second base. What you going to do about it?
We got a couple comments here. James Miller says, they cut my gallbladder out. It looks like I got in a fight with Jack the Ripper. Oh, he had gallbladder issues.
Yikes,
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Glad you're on the mend, though.
Yeah, man. So glad. God bless you, man. I'm glad you're on the mend, dude.
Helix Cabana Boy. Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up,
man?
He
says, hello, how is the switcher? It hasn't blown up yet.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, I'll tell you, man, that's some quality stuff. And I have to give a shout out to Marcus. He works at KHE. I had some questions, you know, and he was very kind and very quick with his answers, and very helpful, and he was a great customer support. So, I felt really good, like reaching out to him and asking him questions. And I at first I'm like, gosh, I should probably know this, but it's my first amp switcher, and I didn't want to make any mistakes. And like, can you imagine if I made a mistake and like ruined something or broke something because I'm an idiot, So I was asking him just to make sure, and he was very kind and patient with me. And I had 3 big questions, and he answered them right away and helped me out. So I really appreciate that. They're a great company. They really are,
Brett Shaver says, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, you're right. We should write a song about that.
You gotta risk it
to get the biscuit. Yeah, I mean...
He will not be singing, ladies and gentlemen.
I will not be, no. Just, like I said, I'm not responsible for anything I say today. I'm an idiot right now. I have no sleep in me.
I love it. Let's see. Gunnerman 54 says, on Zilla, where is the mic pointed at the speaker?
Oh, okay. So, the 421, the crease, it's just off of that, about 1 inch, off the dust cap. And then the I-5 is right on the crease, where the dust cap meets the cone. So, That's kind of where they're pointed. And I didn't spend a lot of time on placement tonight, because I mean, when she got here, it was all business. It was like, we got to get all this stuff done, we got to get stuff made, and we had to shoot some promos and stuff too. So I didn't have a lot of time. So I'm still in the process of perfecting where the mics go and everything. But I think, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. At least I'm about probably 80 to 90% to where I need to be. So now it's just a matter of volume adjustments, perfecting where the mics are, and then just solidifying it all. And I have to test every amp to a mix now.
Yeah.
So that I can, make sure that's all good. So when I switch to a mix, there's not issues,
Rod SB says, Lemmy from Motorhead said it best. Raise your flag up on the flag and let's see who salutes.
Yeah, man.
Right?
I mean, yeah, you really do have to just go for it. And I know that sounds very generic and bumper stickery, but I love I read Yngwie's book. Actually, I got Yngwie's book on tape.
Yeah.
So
because Jared doesn't read things.
I don't read.
No, he can. He just doesn't take the time.
No, I don't. I listen to books while I wash trucks and stuff. But anyways, one of the things that he did that made him successful was he always referred to it as throwing himself off a cliff.
Yeah.
He was like, here I go again, throwing myself off a cliff and just hoping I land on my feet, and I always figure it out. By the time I get to the bottom, I find a way to do it, and, that's just what he's done his whole career. And there's times it didn't pan out, and there's times that it did, and he's still doing it. He's still very successful. He still plays to packed out shows and stuff, and he's still one of the greatest guitar players out there. So he's doing something right. And you literally, like, I started a business 21 years ago, pressure washing, and that was a huge risk. I walked away from a very secure job, 401k, full benefits and everything. And I walked away from that to sleeping on an air mattress for 6 months and wrenching on a truck and getting all this equipment and making cold calls to truck fleets and trying to figure out how to do stuff properly with pressure washing. 21 years later, I have no regrets.
I'm still standing.
Yep. My back hurts, but I'm still here, But yeah, it's like, it's you have to take chances. You really do. And as long as you're smart about it and you make good decisions, you really can't fail, And the stuff that you learn along the way, what's funny is, when I started Rain several years ago, I never thought I'd be sitting in this chair next to her, like hanging out with you guys.
You started Rain without me.
Yeah, I did. Exactly. So I never thought that I would, all that aside, sitting here in a chair live on YouTube with all these amps around me and a switcher and like backing tracks and all this gear and like all you awesome people, like I would have never thought that I would be here. That was not my intention at all. But here I am. Here we are, and none of this was intentional.
No.
We never sat down 7 years ago and went, someday we're going to have a YouTube channel. We're going to hang out with people, and I'm going to have all
I
these...
just said, what's YouTube?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's that place you look at before you buy a garage door opener, whatever. I mean, but that's literally what happened, and none of it was intended at all. But here we are. So, the best thing that you can do is enjoy the journey and pay attention to where it's taking you, and make sure that you're aware of the opportunities that are along the way. Because a lot of times, the opportunities that you didn't see coming are actually what you're supposed to be ended up doing, as opposed to the other thing. And you'll know because your desires will change. Like my desires have changed. I love doing this more than anything. I love this. So if I honestly had to choose between, like if somebody came to me and said, well, you could be in our band, but you have to quit Tone Wars, I'd say, nice meeting you. I'd rather do Tone Wars. But see, with Tone Wars, though, it gives me an opportunity to, still work with you, and we can still do a band thing and write music and have backing tracks, perform to them, have clinics, go around anywhere we want that wants to have us to do a clinic. We can still perform with gear that we love and perform our music while demoing gear. And it's like this this all-encompassing
symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, exactly. It's all-encompassing, amazing kind of opportunity, and we get to meet all these great people and guide them and help them make decisions that work best for them. So it's like a win-win-win, you know.
Sean Casey says that'll be killer. Tone Wars on the road.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Marty 5, best to live on the edge in music. If you're not on the edge, you'll fall flat on your face every time. If you're on the edge, you will either fall further or you will fly.
Yeah, you're right, dude. I mean, the thing is it's the risk takers out there that end up making it in life, and everybody that plays it safe, God bless them if they want to. I totally understand, but playing it safe never really, it keeps you where you're at, but it doesn't get you any further, you know?
Yeah.
You have to take risks, you
Joe
know?
says, fly, Marty, fly. The Chicago Tad, rock on, brother. Bruce
Hey, what's
Clark
up?
says, I think you guys have a shot at making it big time.
Well, I really hope that, I feel like Tone Wars is the vehicle for everything. It's the vehicle for our music to get out there when
Your retirement.
Yeah, my retirement.
For when your body doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, for when I don't want to, I can't watch trucks and buildings anymore. But hopefully that's a long ways off. But I just feel like it's a great vehicle for a lot of things, for us.
Stephen Gladden says, this is just the inspiration I needed.
Oh,
good.
Great, dude. Well, that's what we're here for. I mean, we want to learn from you, obviously, as well. But, I mean, I just think that it's incumbent upon anybody who's been through things to kind of share, like, hey, man, those are landmines.
Yeah.
Go this route. Don't walk on those. And I just think it's important for us to do that.
Keith A says, I remember Jared was only Helix, and now look at him. I remember when Jared was only Helix, too, and it sticks in my head.
I know.
Because he was so, like, oh my gosh, it's just this little thing. This is the only thing. It's this big I have to carry. It's going to save my back, and it's going to sound wonderful, and he tried to convert everybody. Yeah. Everybody, sell your amps, get a Helix.
A lot of people ended up doing that, and they're happy with their choice. Now, the thing is I still love it's right here. You can't see it. It's off camera. But I use it for cable method because I really feel like that's the best way to use it. That's just my opinion. But if you have an Ingalls Savage Mark II 120, you're going to play that. And the Helix is a great playmate for it because it routes it, switches everything, and gives it great effects, and you can't go wrong with it. So...
Brett Shaver says, hell yeah. Life always happens when you're busy making plans. Thank God we end up exactly where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, you really do. You just really have to pay attention to the signs that are around you. And like, that's why they say stop and smell the roses. Because every once in a while, there's something that rose is trying to tell you. Like, hey, man, I mean, you're supposed to be doing this. And literally, your desires will change. Like mine did. I mean, I used to dream of like, yeah, I'm in a band and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I still think that's awesome. I really do. And God bless everybody who wants to do that. And there's still a part of me.
There's still,
Yep, there's still a part of me.
Let that go.
But I just think Tone Wars is going to be the mothership of everything that I do musically. And everything else is just a really nice, benefit.
Icing.
Yeah, it's icing on the cake or gravy on the taters, for all the stuff that we want to do.
Gas in the UFO.
Yeah, gas in the UFO. Yeah,
Trying to get back to that mothership.
Yeah, beam me up, Scotty.
Let's see. And Bruce Clark says yes now, and he loves tube amps. Nothing better than tube amps.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm telling you what, man. They definitely have their quirks, but so does digital gear. But, man.
And they're heavy.
Yeah. Oh, I learned that this week. Yeah. But I'll tell you, man, it's just so nice to get to know all these awesome amplifiers and play them. And they made me a better player. They really have. They're inspiring, Yeah. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun,
You had going back to that question, I was going to say about missed opportunities, and didn't you guys almost get signed in Distant Thunder or something
a long time ago. Yeah, we actually almost did.
Ago.
Yeah.
A super long time ago. Because he old.
Oh, yeah. We were actually talking to A&R reps back then when that was the thing. And we had some interest in what we were doing. And we sent out a demo tape to a bunch of them. And that was right when the cusp of like the 80s shred, like the awesome hair metal type stuff was just about to die out. That's when your favorite band, like Firehouse,
Firehouse
was a thing. And I knew, I was like, that's the end of it, because they're like they were good, but they were like this like quintessential 80s band, and like all this other grunge stuff started coming in, and all the A&R reps were like, guys, love your stuff, you're about 3 years too late.
Yeah.
3 years ago we probably would have been talking to you. But so we stuck it out for another year, and then we broke up after that because Jimmy quit, Joey got married, all that kind of stuff. And then within about 3 months of that happening, a talent agency called my house. Hey, I'm from such and such talent agency, and we have a tour coming up. There's a band going on tour, and we've heard about you guys, and we were actually used in a commercial for like some festivals and stuff, because we played these big festivals. And they were like, yeah, we've heard good things about you. Would you like to join this band on tour? And I'm like, dude, you're
just broke up.
We're done. Our singer moved out of state. And I'm like, oh, God, it's so bad, and I was like, that's it, So who knows what would have happened. But again, I'm here for a reason.
13 awkward children. If you went over there.
Who knows what would have happened, I mean,
Bruce, I love Firehouse too. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it is definitely one of them. Love of a Lifetime melts me.
Yeah.
Just turns me into goo every time I hear it.
It's your jam.
Yeah. Let's see. Felix Cabana Boy says, Jared, don't sell your eyeliner just yet. And if he does, I've got a spare.
He's got a spare. Yeah, back in the 80s,
he actually looks really good in guy liner.
Yeah, I'm kind of done. I've hung up my guy liner pencil a long time ago.
Like I said, I got a spare. Marty 5, 8 amps, 2 cabs, and the Captor X, which has so many cabs and mics. The number of combinations are insane.
I know, it is. It's insane. And then we're going to have the Harley Benton down here again in a couple days as well. So I just got to buy some more mics for that. I mean, this venture's been very expensive, but I'm just, I'm a business owner. It's how I think. I try to invest into things that I am passionate about. And I try to make it I want to make things that I'm passionate about so good that it's like, how could people not like it? You know what I mean? And I say that with the greatest amount of humility, but I'm just saying, like, I want people to really come to this channel and be like, because like I said, where else can you get, where else can you go on a Wednesday night and have a guy shooting out an amp and reviewing an amp, but he shoots it out against 7 other amps on its rack, and all you have to do is just, for a couple bucks, super chat, whatever you want to give me, I'll hit a switch, I'll try it against in a different cab for you, I'll turn knobs, I'll do whatever, and give you my honest opinion, and you got your own set of ears, you can hear for yourself, too, what you like. So, nobody's doing that.
Steve Evenchik says, any news on the Badlander demo?
Thank you, good to see you, man. It should be here anytime. Marty said they were shipped, like, about a week and a half ago. So any day now Marty's going to be calling me saying the Badlander's here, so we're just hoping that it'll be here. And yes, when I review it that night, I will shoot it out against any one of these so you guys can hear what it really can do.
What is this, Marty 5? You don't want me on Wednesdays? He says, come on, plan that on Wednesday. We need to keep Carrie on Sunday. I'm not leaving Sundays. I'm going to be added to Wednesdays once in a while.
She'll be added to Wednesdays when she can. Yeah, so sometimes you get a double dose.
And then Keith is singing Angel Eyes.
Oh.
I would sing it out loud, but I already got you demonetized once today. Yeah. The Chicago Child, he'll even do Arnold impressions.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a request because he's on the road.
No Arnold impressions.
No
tonight.
Arnold impressions tonight. That's right. I can't believe I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? You hanging in there?
Me? Yeah. I'm like I said, guys, I'm really tired, but I'm glad to be here with you guys. It's been great.
Jason Lewis just joined us.
Oh, what's up, man?
Well, do you want to take a few more requests? You want to play? What do you feel like doing?
let's do 3 more.
All right,
Let's
so
do
three
three
more
more.
comparisons. You guys
Yeah.
throw them in the comments.
So whatever you guys want.
I know it takes a few seconds. Your feet, there's a lag.
Yeah,
So.
it's 20-second lag. So yeah, I will be happy to, because tonight's just fun. You know, it's really the first night I've actually test drove this. I literally, well, how long did we spend on it earlier? About 20 minutes or so, just kind of, you know, futzing around with everything. Futzing.
So the first three, who's going to be the first three?
Yeah, so 3 rower requests, shootouts, just to test it out and see. Again, it's not all dialed in perfect, but at least you guys get an opportunity to hear what this thing can do.
CS wants to know any plans to get a Bogner Uberschall.
Oh yeah, I almost bought one this year, but I had to make a decision.
But he bought 7 other ones instead.
Nobody likes her.
Yes, they do. They
Yes,
want
they
me
do.
on Wednesdays and Sundays.
That was a movie quote from A Few Good Men. Remember that? No, you don't. You don't remember movie quotes.
I did watch that movie though.
You don't like boats? For Christ's sakes, you're in the Navy. And he's like, nobody likes her. Yes, sir. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah.
Daryl McMillan, KSR and Engel.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, your wish is my command.
Engel.
All right, so the KSR and the Engel.
Bye, Keep A.
Hey, thanks for being here. I think that was Keith, the local Keith.
Yeah, he's local.
Alterstone. Is that how you say his last name?
I don't know.
Alien Stone. He's got a radio show.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah, I think that's Keith.
Because his picture is like young.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Let's see.
There's a lot of Keith A's.
Maybe that's him when he was younger.
Yeah, maybe that's him when there's a lot of Keith A's. I could have him mixed up with somebody. But hey, thanks for being here, buddy. Let me pull this up. Okay, so what was it again? It was the
KSR and the
Engel. So the Engel is, it's 6 and 7. So they're right next to each other.
There
All
you
right.
go. So KSR first.
KSR first. Okay, so let me mute the mic. Give me 1 second here, and then we'll get it going. KSR, then the Engel. Let's go with the Zilla cab. Screw
Zilla
it.
cab.
Right? Let's do the Zilla. Bam. All right, 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry about the noise there, guys. All right, so the last one was the KSR. So when KSR, Engel, what did I do? KSR, whatever. I started with the KSR, didn't I? Yeah.
Engel,
Yep.
and then you ended on the KSR.
KSR. Yep. So.
All right, so let's see. They're saying the Engel sounds huge, and the KSR sounds tighter. The Chicago Todd says I've been playing that KSR profile to death.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this turned out really good.
James Miller says, let me send you money and get a rev generator. You send all the money you want.
Exactly. No, if I'm going to get a rev, I want that new one.
Yeah.
In fact, thanks to, I want to give some guys a shout outs. Rev went live with their new amp, the Mark III, the Rev Generator Mark III. And it's got a lot of great features on it. It's got a stereo output for the 2 notes, so you can run it in stereo on stage without a cab with the 2 notes torpedo. built-in stereo, which I think is amazing. But that said, they actually reached out to me and said they're going to send me one for
Aw.
a demo because of you guys. There were people that were in
Yay.
their live stream and they were like, hey, is there any channels on YouTube that you want us to send an amp to? And a bunch of people said, send one to Tone Wars.
That's amazing,
Yeah, isn't
guys.
that cool?
Thank you so much.
So thank you. I mean, I don't get to keep it, but at least I get to do the
Yeah.
demo, you know, and we'll do the thing.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? So thank you.
you.
Thank you, you guys.
High five to you guys.
High five to you. Yeah, so we really appreciate the support. I mean, that stuff really means a lot because it's one thing for me to reach out to companies and say, hey, I want to demo your amp, but when other people do it, that's even better, you know? So
Absolutely. So Nate's request is the Angle versus the Stealth. He has two, or the
Ah.
Roadster versus the JP2C.
okay, Engel versus Stealth, Roadster versus JP. I could do both for you.
All
In
right.
fact, let me turn up the Roadster a little bit. I think I was a little low on the volume on that. So I'll just turn up just a hair.
The Chicago Todd says, yep, Gunnerman and I reppin' Tone Wars. So I guess it was
Ah.
Shout Out and Gunnerman.
Thank you guys. Seriously, that really it goes a long ways. It really means a lot. You guys are amazing.
That's
So-
awesome. And you didn't tell
yeah.
me that. That's the first time.
Oh, I thought I did.
Maybe you did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I should say. I told you.
You just weren't paying attention.
You just didn't
I
pay
am
attention.
not surprised.
You don't care. All right, so I'm going to do the Engel Savage versus the EVH first.
Do it.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Savage, and we're on the Zilla cab still. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so that was the Engel first, then EVH Stealth second. So next is the JP Mark II versus the Bomber.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Roadster,
the Roadster.
versus the JP2C. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Mesa cab because we're doing Mesa amps, so we must do the Mesa cab. And I'll start with the Roadster, which is, let me see, I think the Roadster is number 4. Let me double check.
You need to send that to me.
Number 4, number
Take
3.
a screenshot of that and send it to me.
Yeah, I will. So we'll start with the Roadster, which is number 4. Okay, 1 second. There. There you go.
And there you go.
That was first one was the Roadster. Second one was the Mark V or the JP Mark II C+. The Mark II is just more focused. It's just a more focused amp where I can't talk. I'm so tired.
Almost there.
The Roadster is just a big
finish line
fat.
is in sight.
Exactly. The Roadster is just a big fat. It's just a bomber. If it was a plane, it would be just a bomber. You know, it's just absolutely ridiculous sounding. You know, it'd be cool though, and I'm gonna do a series about this. Like, I'm gonna pair two amps together and pan them one side to the other.
Yes.
And do a mix.
Yeah.
With one on one side, one on the other, and just see what it sounds like.
You guys, the
best of both worlds.
Opportunities are endless with this thing.
They are. There's
Tech
just so
Jeff
much
Hippie
I can do.
says, I need the amp switcher in my life.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, the KHE amp switcher is ridiculous. It's so easy to use. It's so well built, and it's very reliable, and you can't screw up. It won't let you make bad choices.
Yeah.
It won't let you like choose a cabinet that's not there, you know, and blow your amp. It just won't. It's got a lot of safety features on it. So
Marty Five's talking about ketchup. I'm not sure. Says, I so hate it. YouTube puts one in ketchup by a single keystroke.
One in ketchup.
Marty Five, sometimes I just don't understand. You say some
Could be a
things,
typo.
man.
Could be a typo.
Something about ketchup. Jason Lewis, 2 silly questions. Did you get a hold of the Mesa Badlander? Everybody.
It's coming.
And second, what is the name of your band? So it started out as Reign, REIGN, and then Anastasi is where we landed.
Yeah.
ANASTACI.
Yeah, and we released some songs in both, but we're working on some new stuff that we're just going to perform on the channel for you guys.
We're just going to call ourselves New Stuff. We're New Stuff.
New Stuff. Maybe we should.
We could still be Dark Snarly Chocolate.
Dark Snarly
John
Chocolate.
didn't like it, but now he doesn't have an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is we could do some stuff here. We'll bring back some old songs and we'll revamp them because the wonderful world of backing tracks where you don't need people anymore to cut. You know how people can be sometimes.
Still
you know.
need people.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying. Having the backing tracks here. And just trimming it down to the people that you can count on, and then just replacing everybody else with backing tracks. That to me is heaven, you know. Yeah. And we can play whatever we want. We don't have to worry about I can't make it, or it's nice to have that option, you know. So.
Marty 5, these new studio monitors are great. I can hear the difference so well. Yeah.
Oh, good, man.
But what were you talking about ketchup earlier for?
She's got a thing about condiments.
Nate said thank you. Thanks for you did those two comparisons.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I mean, again, that's why I got all this stuff and spent the week setting it up, because I literally want people to have a place where they can come and really hear stuff. And again, local people, we're going to be making a promo very soon, inviting people, and people, like I said, anywhere, if you want to come out here and shoot out these amps yourself and try to find your tone on ToneQuest, that's fine with us. We love meeting people and helping people make the best choices for them.
And
so
Jared might just make you some yummy dessert when you're here.
Oh, dude, I make some stuff. Yeah.
Brett Chauver wants to know: are you going to add synergy gear in the switcher?
It's a little bit of a difficult process with the looping and all that, but I'll see what I can do. I will. I'll see if I can get it in there. Greetings
from Germany, Sven.
Hey, Sven.
Greetings from Michigan. You're in Germany, and we are in Michigan.
That's right. What's going on, man? Good to see you here. I think it's like 4 a.m. over there or something.
What are you doing up?
Yeah, what you doing up?
Go back to sleep.
No, stay up now. You're up. Get some cereal.
Go do some exercise.
Yeah. Have some cereal and watch the show, man. It's good to see you here.
Marty 5, sometimes if on types without the cursor on chat, YouTube just puts you back on the timeline. Oh, catch up.
Oh, yeah.
You must be voice texting.
Yeah, that happens to me, man. Voice texting on this phone. This phone, I think it understands a different language. Every time I voice text on this, I spend more time fixing stuff. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't say any of that stuff. What are you doing?
Steve Ivanchik says, Boots and the Gainfather performing acoustic. Boots and the Gainfather.
That would be fun, man.
Jason Lewis. Congrats on the Word of the Tone Wars channel getting out. You deserve all the cred and kudos for doing all that you guys do. He
Thank
deserves all the cred and the kudos.
We both work hard on it. You know, I appreciate that very much, man. I mean, we literally, I can't even talk right now. We literally want, like I said, Wednesday nights especially when I do the major gear reviews and I bring an amp on, and it's like, because the thing is I know I get the messages, I get the emails, I get the phone calls, I get the questions on the channel, and I love it all. And because I take it very seriously when people say, like, okay, I saw that you reviewed this amp. How do you think it compares to this? Mm-hmm. Well, now when I'm live and I got a switcher, you can hear it like that. And you can hear it through 3 different cabs and a 2 notes. I mean, and I can turn knobs for you while we're live. I'm your guy. Like, you could just say, hey, what if you put the treble at, 3 o'clock? What's it like there? I'll do it for you. I mean, that's what this channel's about. Because at the end of our interaction together on that specific thing that you're asking me to do, I want you to be informed. I want you to walk away with the whole, like, I'm so glad I watched that show. I'm so glad that I was able to do this and to trust this guy, because he doesn't, like I said, there's no pre or post processing. I'm live. I can't process. I have no EQs on the mics. Everything's raw, and there's no double tracking or tricks. It's all like there's no guy behind the curtain. It's great for me to be able to answer your questions and shoot things out with the switcher, different cabs, different mics, all that stuff. Play it in a mix. Play it in several mixes. Give you my honest opinion about stuff so that you can make a more educated decision. Because believe it or not, and I'm not going to name names or anything like that, and I'm not saying all the channels are like this. There's a lot of great channels out there that give honest, opinions and reviews on things. But then there's other ones that there's a lot of processing going on. There's a lot of quad tracking and double tracking and stuff, but they make it sound like, oh, it's just one track or, whatever. And there's just a lot of stuff going on where it's like, I was paid to make this sound better than it really is, but I'm not that guy. I own all this stuff. And, Motor City Guitar, the store I work with, and get gear from, they're a very honest company. And they wouldn't want me to do that. They want me to just give you the truth on something so that when you buy something from them, you're happy with it. That's the goal. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to buy something that you're just going to return. You know what I mean? That's not good for anybody. They want you to have confidence. So when you buy something, it's like, I know I made the right choice and I'm comfortable with this now. That's what the goal is here. There's nothing worse than buyer's remorse. Well, I guess there's a few things worse than that, but you know what I'm saying? I hate that feeling of buyer's remorse. We don't want that here.
Marty Five says, you now really have a secret lab we all dream of.
Well, I appreciate that. And Marty, you're one of the guys, too, that said you need to get a switcher. And I've been thinking about it, but you're one of the guys that kind of nudged me in that area, in that direction. So I appreciate it. And I'm so glad I got this switcher. I mean, the possibilities with this as far as having content for you guys are endless, especially with the live streams, It really helps.
I was looking, there was one last request. I think it was, there's 2, but I know you're super tired and ready. Let's see. Marty 5, you don't happen to live in a volcano now, do you? Oh, haha, because of the secret lab. Sorry, I was a little late to that one. I'm like, catch up in volcanoes. I don't know what's up with Marty 5.
Welcome to our lair.
I get it. Okay, so somebody asked for... Oh, okay, so Mike Sace or Case. What's the angle sound like through the Mesa and the Zillab?
Oh,
so we'll just do that.
Let's do that.
And that'll be the final one for the night.
The final one for the night,
It is almost 9:00 p.m. here.
Yes, and I gotta cop some Z's. I'll be happy to do that for you though. So Engel Savage, channel 4, through the Mesa and the Zilla. So we'll start with the Mesa and switch to the Zilla. Okay? Let me mute the mic 1 second. There you have it. That's so that second one was the Zilla, and again, different mics, so you got to keep all that in consideration. The Zilla has a vintage 30 and a
people are never gonna let you get away with that.
Yeah, and
different mics, different.
Yep, but that's just the way it is. I mean, I can't have all the different mics. I don't even remember what is it a redback? My brain's going. Vintage 30 and redback in the Zilla and 2 vintage 30s in the Mesa. But they both sound amazing. It just depends on what you want. It really does.
Sven says, the last time I told you that I had sold the camper, then I played with the Line 6 Spider during the rehearsal to find out what I missed in a tube amp. Marty 5, that's such a difference with the different mics.
Yeah, it really does make a difference, and some of these mics are pretty expensive, like that Royer R10. I mean, I would love to have duplicate mics on both cabs, but at this point, I mean, I've spent so much money this year.
Stop.
I gotta stop.
Stop. He is grounded.
Yeah. Grounded.
Except for my Christmas present. You're not. It's one less.
Oh, okay. As long as it's for you. Can you run out to the store and get me something? I'm grounded. No, but it's for me, so you can go. Thanks.
Christopher says, thanks to you, I've given up my foolish dream of a wall of cabs. Now I'm just chasing my green Majesty and wall of amps.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Amps are where it's at. I mean, I got enough guitars. I don't think I'll buy another guitar for a long time.
Nope.
But it's really about the amps with me. I just love all these amps, and I think they're amazing. So it's a lot of fun, getting to know all these amps. And I'll tell you, you really learn a lot by playing through these. They're very inspiring. They make you a better player. And I think I can speak for all of us, and I'm sure you guys would agree with me. There's times when you play through an amp and you're inspired, and there's riffs that just jump off the fretboard because for some reason the sound of that amp just inspired you to play a certain way, and you just came up with some awesome stuff. And amps do that, man. There's a reality kind of thing there that happens, and there's a lot of inspiration that comes from them. Anything that makes you snarl and you get the stank face, I mean, that's a good thing. That's how you know an amp is good. The Limburger cheese face, you're like, what stinks? No, this amp's amazing. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. So anyways, well, I'm exhausted. I probably said that 100 times. I'm sorry. But I gotta get some sleep. And I gotta shut all this stuff down. So yeah.
We've really enjoyed it. I was super excited today. This was neat for my ears as well. Yeah. And glad we could share the first night with you guys.
Yeah, lots of great content coming, lots of new shows, lots of new segments. I mean, we'll be building that and for you guys and making it better and better every week for you, because we really want this to be exciting for everybody. We really want, and that's the only reason why I bought all this stuff is for you guys. I want you guys to enjoy the show more. We literally did it for you, yeah, and I get to play it, and it's great, but, if I didn't have Tone Wars, I wouldn't have bought it all, but I'm happy to do it, because I think it's going to be really exciting for everybody, so really looking forward to having some real fresh, nice content for you guys very soon with all this, so, well, thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Like we always say, we really do look forward to this every week, and we're honored to have you guys here. We know that there's a lot that you guys could be doing, and you chose to spend your evening with us, and we're very honored that you did that. Yeah. So, we appreciate it very much.
Every day is a gift.
Yes, and thank you for spending part of yours with us. We really appreciate it. God bless you guys. I'll be live on Wednesday with the new amp. Hopefully it'll be the Badlander. I don't know. I really don't. It just depends on when it gets here. But I'll have something, and I'll be shooting some stuff with the Laney tomorrow, so look for that this week as well. And I have a Charlie horse. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Drink some water.
Super tired.
Thanks for the super chat, Gunnerman. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
All right, take care now. We'll see you soon.